Angelique, and today we are carving pumpkins, as you can probably tell.
So put them here. Which one do you think is the best? Angelique's or Chloe's?
Write down in the comments below.
Hey guys, we just wanted to share with you some of the differences between some of the countries since we've lived in, so far technically, I guess we've traveled to many, but lived, you could say 4. And we've experienced Halloween in different countries, different weather, different climates, different mentalities and traditions. And so we thought it'd be fun to share with you guys the differences between the United States, Canada, Spain, Switzerland, and share with you what we thought were the major differences and some of maybe the shocking things that we've experienced in some of the different countries. So who's going to start first?
By dates, I think we should go, so you have to start.
I'm going to start. No, I'll let Julia start.
So,
you go,
Okay,
Julia.
so I'm going to talk about, so we lived in Florida for a couple years and we were there for some Halloweens. So Halloween there, it's like really big in America. You like, but
everything's big in America. It's go big or go home, right?
Yeah, so you like decorate your whole house, your like yard. It's like everything's decorated. Chocolate bar sometimes is just like big.
And like, what is it like when you go trick-or-treating? I know everyone in America knows this, but like other countries maybe don't know what it's like. So when you go trick-or-treating, what do you do?
So yeah, so when you go trick-or-treating, you knock on the door, say trick-or-treat basically, and then you get some candies.
Is there anybody there? Nobody's home.
Nobody's there. Oh, wow, we have table here.
And then there as well, it's like, you don't need to be spooky for Halloween. I mean, you can, like, you can be scary, whatever. So like, you can be like anything you want. So.
Yeah, like you'll see kids like dressed up as like a cardboard box or a present or a princess or like Eeyore or anything.
Dogs or whatever.
Because like in Switzerland or Spain, people say, no, you can't dress like that. You need to dress like a scary monster.
Yeah, so some of the, like a couple of years ago, the girls, I forget what they were, but people are like, but it's Halloween, why aren't you dressed scary? And we're like, well.
We were like dressed up like princesses.
Were you princesses? Okay. Yeah, and so like for them, it's like, it has to be scary or it's supposed to be about being evil and scary and stuff like that. And so that was like, you're like, oh, it's not like that everywhere, but what else?
Last year, we did Halloween with our cousin. Our cousin was dressed up as a Canadian. And he had a flag, he had socks on him and everything like a Canadian. Then also, when we were doing Halloween, it may be different in other parts of Spain, we're not exactly sure, but for where we were, when we were there, the people said, you don't go knocking, you just go to like the bars to get candy.
Well, first of all, explain what happened. So we were knocking, right? And there was like nobody there, and people were like, you know,
People
kind
just slammed the doors.
yeah, they're like they weren't. And so we asked some kids on the street.
Yeah, we did.
But the kids were from England, so they were like, you go to bars, or I forget how they said it, and we're like, what? And they're like, yeah, you go get candies at the bars. And we were like, at the bars? So then we're like, for real? So then we started going, right?
Yeah, but then also, what they mostly do is they just like have a big like party where all these where the kids go or like the parents go. They don't really celebrate that big. They don't.
Yeah, like so we found a hall, and
Yeah.
but it was like for all the young kids. So it was like maybe like the 5, 6, 7-year-olds. So our kids were already too old for that. But they kind of in the community center have like a big Halloween party for the kids.
But you have
So-
to pay per entrance.
Oh yeah, and you had to pay to get in. And then so what happened though when you went to you went to bars, right? Remember?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Basically, they just gave us some candy. But also something that I like is that in January the 5th, they like have this big parade of these like 3 different kings, and 3 kings, and then they like throw candy.
All
so
about the
much
candy.
candy.
So yeah, but people did give you, and then what happened? Didn't one person give you money or something? They were like,
No,
we
we
don't have.
went to a barber shop. Like we were just walking, and then after he said, "Do you want candy?" And we said yes. And then instead of giving us candy, he gave us money.
And the stores stay open late, so they do that. So okay, now do you want to talk about?
Can I say one quick thing? There's all like the candy here. I don't know if it's like different places, but it wasn't the best candy. I mean, America definitely had better candy.
And that's
America
one
rules.
last thing.
Candy.
One last thing about Spain. Once we went into this orange bar, we were like, "There's probably nothing here." Again, but we asked, "Do you have any candy? Because it's like Halloween." And then she said, "I can give you an orange," but she gave us like lots of oranges. We're like, "What are we gonna do with this?" So we just like,
Because we were
smashing them on the floor.
That's funny. Okay, are you going to talk about Switzerland?
Switzerland.
Okay, tell us about Switzerland.
So in Switzerland we did Halloween. Well, normally sometimes since it's colder there, sometimes you have to wear like a coat underneath of your costume or on top of your costume because it's really cold.
That's Canada, I think.
Well, Canada, definitely. When you're trick-or-treating in Canada, sometimes you're like wearing like really warm, long johns and all the stuff underneath your costumes. But yeah, it can get cold. Yeah? And what else?
But sometimes people in Switzerland, they have like signs on their doors like "Do not disturb" or signs like that. Like a few years ago, when me and my best friend, we went to this one house, we knocked on the door, and then this one person chased us out of the house.
No way.
And then he slammed the door and has never come back.
That's crazy.
You know?
Okay, one other thing about Switzerland. Once, I remember you guys came back out of this one building and they literally had this big, huge thing of like a box of chocolate, like really good Swiss chocolate. And we're like, it was so good. Because I think they're not used to it as much, right? So it's starting to become the norm, but it's still taking off. So they're not used to kids knocking on their door asking for candy. So the ones that don't have it, they're just like, I don't know, here's some chocolate.
Like once we knocked on someone's door and they're like, "We don't have candy. Do you want gum? Like a package of gum?" And then the wife comes in and she said, "No." just give them money so they can go to the store and buy some candy.
So it's not like, everybody in America, same with Christmas, everything's decorated, the houses are decorated, and people really get into it, and it's just different to see the cultures are different in different countries.
Something as well in Switzerland, sometimes they'll have like a party outside with food and drinks, and everyone just socializes and have a party.
Switzerland is like big time into cultural kind of community parties, and the one place we went, we were on the street, right, like Julia said, and outside they had all these tables, and there was like all this food, so everybody, the neighbors brought food, there was wine, and the kids just kind of did their own thing, and the parents all socialized, so that was like, that's my style of Halloween. So,
And also
anything
in our
else, like that's
town-
shocking or anything?
In our town, in the garden that's near our house, well, they grow up big pumpkins, and then they do a festival on Halloween where they make pumpkin soup for the whole town. So you technically go and eat dinner.
It's
of
actually
pumpkin soup.
des courgettes in French, which is, what is it?
Can I also say
It's
something about
courgette.
Switzerland?
Is it
When
pumpkin?
we
Yes,
saw these
it is.
pumpkin soup.
Oh, okay.
Can I say
It
something
is, yeah.
really quickly?
Yes.
Also, something else that's about Switzerland, something that I know from Switzerland. We also saw these kids who went to knock on the door from like not too far away. We're like, oh, we should go next there. Then the person opened the door like, shoo, go away, get out of here. And then after like, nope, we're not going there.
Alors bonbon, bonbon. Bonbon ou la fille? La fille a pris un bonbon. Relax. Thank you. Thank you. Arrête de laver les chaussures. Ouais. Faut pas abuser non plus. Oh, de la lune, mon ami Pierrot.
Des chocolats, merci, merci. Ah, pour moi, non, c'est bien.
Sometimes they'll give you cookies, sometimes they'll just give you like whatever you find in your house.
Okay, so if we were to rate the countries, which is the best? Well, you guys might not remember doing Halloween in Canada. Okay, so let me quickly fill you in. Halloween in Canada when I was growing up was the best because we lived in this small little village and it was very safe, and we would like go out, and there was one year we would like dress up as all like ninjas, and like we had teams, and then we had egg fights, and like it was just like so much fun and kind of crazy. And we would go with like bags. You'd end up with a bag full of candy like this. I mean, you had candy that would last you for the year. So, and some houses would just put the candy out and then no one would be there, and you just like would stock up on that. And so for me, because I was younger, doing trick-or-treat in Canada was the best. But for you guys, what is it? Or where's the best country for you? Or the best memories of Halloween?
Well, I like America for the candy,
Yeah.
but I think Switzerland is pretty cool.
Okay.
I like Switzerland for the memory, and for candy, I have to say Canada.
Okay.
Because you said how much candy you get.
And you?
I don't know, because I like Canada, Switzerland, and America for Halloween.
But not Spain.
No,
Sorry,
not
Spain.
really, because
Your Halloween sucks.
well, in our town, at least I was saying at least like they may do it in like Madrid and those areas.
Maybe
but,
other cities are different.
Yeah, but in our town, like when you go to the bar, sometimes they give you breath mints. Literally.
All right. So there's your major differences between the different countries and Halloween, and let us know your favorite tradition, your favorite Halloween experience in the comments below, and comment and let us know.
Tell us which country was your favorite.
Yeah. All right. See you next time.
Bye.